Tim and Stanley leave Stanley's house at the same time. Tim drives north and Stanley drives west. Tim's average speed is 10 miles per hour slower than Stanley's. At the end of 1 hour, they are 90 miles apart. Find Stanley's average speed. Round your answer to the nearest tenth. Tim is going to drive north. Stanley's going to drive west. The distance between them after 1 hour is going to be 90. Remember, distance equals rate times time. In this case, time is 1 hour. So essentially, for this problem, distance equals rate. We're going to use the Pythagorean theorem here because this creates a right triangle when one person goes north and one person goes west. It says Tim's average speed is 10 miles per hour slower than Stanley's. Stanley drove west, so I'm going to label this side S for Stanley's speed or rate. And driving 10 miles per hour slower means Stanley's rate minus 10. Based on the Pythagorean theorem, then we're going to have S squared plus S minus 10 squared equals 90 squared. That is S squared plus S minus 10 times S minus 10 equals 90 squared. That's S squared plus S squared minus 10S minus 10S plus 100 equals 8100. Collecting like terms on the left, I'm going to have 2S squared minus 20S plus 100 equals 8100. I'm going to set it equal to 0 by subtracting 8100 from both sides. That gives me 2S squared minus 20S minus 8,000 equals 0. So for this problem, A is equal to 2, B is equal to negative 20, and C is equal to negative 8,000. And I actually think I could make all of this smaller if I would divide everything by 2. Let's do that. That's going to give me S squared minus 10S minus 4,000 equals 0, which means now my A value is 1, my B value is negative 10, and my C value is negative 4,000. That's slightly smaller numbers. As long as I divide everything left and right by the same constant, I'm fine. For the quadratic formula, S equals the opposite of a negative 10 plus or minus the square root of negative 10 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 4,000 over 2 times 1, which equals 10 plus or minus the square root of 100 plus 16,000 over 2, which is 10 plus or minus the square root of 16,100 over 2. And in this case, I think we can just focus on 10 plus the square root of 16,100 over 2. And if you put that into your calculator, let's go back really quick. Nearest tenth, so that's 1 decimal place. When you put that into your calculator, you're going to end up with 68.4. That means that S is equal to 68.4, which is Stanley's average speed. So in our box there, we would put 68.4.